Welcome back again. So let's pick up where we left off. Remember, we have less than, greater than, or equal to signs, and then we are trying to make it eat the biggest number. All right, so one of the things they're going to do right now is they're going to kind of show you different ways of looking at it. All right, all the physical representations, all the pictorial representations of how to compare these. All right, I will show you one other method that I think is a little bit easier. So, um, if any of these methods work for you, once again, roll with it. All right. So these aren't complete yet, so don't be confused yet. Okay, so first thing that they're going to do is they're going to show you in base 10 form. All right, so on the left, we're looking at 23 thousandths. All right, 23 thousandths. As you can see, there's a zero in the tens place. There's 200ths and 3 thousandths. Right, on this right side, we're looking at 3 tenths and 100th. All right, so we're trying to figure out which one of these numbers is larger. Which one of these numbers would the alligator want to eat, or are these numbers equal? All right, so some of you may already be thinking, well, I know money, so I know which one's bigger already. Because if you're looking at this like money, one of these makes sense as money, and one of these is like a little bit more than 2 cents. All right, so let's take a look. So what they tried to do is they're trying to give you this other way of looking at it called place value discs. So as you can see, we have 2 hundredths, 2 hundredths. There's 100th, there's 200ths, and then 3 thousandths, 1,000th, 2,000th, 3,000th. All right. On this one, we have 3 tenths, so something larger than 100th, 1/10. So remember, 1/10 is 10 times larger than 100th, and 100th is 10 times larger than 1,000th. Right? So we're looking at 3 tenths and 100th. So if we compared these two things, right, 10 hundredths make a tenth. So we would need 10 of these green circles to make even one of these blue circles. So this tells us that 31 hundredths is larger than 23 thousandths because we already have 3 blue discs, which are worth 10 green discs. All right. And remember, 10 of the pink discs equals 1 of the green discs. Okay? So, on a number line, we could compare these two things. If this is 0, right, this is actually not even correct. This person messed up on the number line. So I'm going to put the number where it actually should be. All right. So if this is a number line and this is 1/10, this is 2 tenths, this is 3 tenths, this is 4 tenths, this is 5 tenths, this is 6 tenths, this is 7 tenths, this is 8 tenths, this is 9 tenths, and this is 1. All right. If that's the number line, okay, first off, we really need to get rid of there. That's not there. All right. 23 thousandths would actually be over here. All right, this is where 23 thousandths would be because there's 0 tenths, so we're not even at the 1/10 mark. And then there's 200ths, so we're right around 2 hundredths between 0 and 1/10. So if we split this little section right here, once again into 10 pieces, 2 hundredths would be about there. All right, and then this one is 3,100, so they went past 3 tenths and kind of where 100th might be. All right, so their number line was actually not accurate, but we just made it more accurate. So we can tell which number is bigger on our number line. We can tell which number is bigger by looking at our pieces in base 10, and we can also tell which one's bigger by looking at our place value discs. So which one of these is bigger? The alligator absolutely wants to eat 3,1 hundredths. All right. If we were talking about money, remember 3,1 hundredths is the same thing as 31 cents, where 23 thousandths would be like 2 cents. And then remember when we were looking at gas prices and they had that like little thousandth. So that's what you're looking at there. 0 tenths, 2 hundredths, 3 thousandths. All right. And this is actually my tip. All right. This is how I want y'all to look at all of your decimals is line up your decimal points, line up your place values, and then add a face to save a place. I call these emoji zeros. That's a zero that holds the place and shows us. Now, if we're just looking at these numbers, which number is bigger, 310 or 23? If I told you you could have 310 cookies or 23 cookies and you're an alligator, you want 310 cookies.